Cancer, you've been waiting on a sign, and this full moon might just be it, okay? Something that you have been quietly hoping for is about to rise to the surface in Cancer. It's big, okay? But here's the catch. Here's the catch. Are you actually ready to receive it? Let's ponder on that, okay? This week, y'all, is going to end with one of the most spiritually charged alignments of the year. And y'all been hearing me talking about Jupiter. I think Jupiter is my favorite planet, okay? Listen, Jupiter, Chiron, and the North Node are all going to be talking to us, Cancer. And what they're whispering is all about your purpose. It's all about your healing and your next move, y'all. So let's dive into it, okay? Welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe. I am She, the Boss Lady B. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, you guys. So I'm Boss Lady B, or I'm Bridget, whichever, you know, hey. Hey boo, hey. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, you guys. And if you're returning, drop a moon emoji in the comments so that I know that you are tapped in. I know where my vibe tribe is. Okay. We got to get into it, y'all, because this is your week ahead tarot reading for May the 12th through the 18th. And you'll definitely want to stay until the end. Okay. Because this full moon has your name written all over it, boo. Okay. So, of course, we got to talk Astrolo-TEA first because, y'all, this week is loaded, okay? We're starting to pick up. This is what I was talking about. May start off a little cool, but it's starting to pick up, okay? On the 12th, y'all, we're kicking off the week, starting it off with a full moon in Scorpio at 22 degrees, y'all. This one's called the flower moon. It is really a moon of blooming, okay, of revelation and just letting the truth rise, letting the truth come to the surface, y'all. And baby, the truth is emotional, okay? The moon forms a trine to Saturn, y'all, and the North Node. This is going to kind of give us some stability to process all that heavy emotional just stuff, okay? I definitely feel like there are going to be emotional breakthroughs around this, but this is the divine green light that we need to kind of just walk towards our soul purpose now, Cancer, okay? So get into it. This is hitting our 5th and 11th house axis, y'all. So creativity, passion, visibility, versus belonging or community and dreams. All of these are themes that are going to be important during this time, during this transit, okay? So you may feel seen in ways that trigger some old fears, but this is also about your breakthrough, Cancer. So just keep that in mind, okay? If you have a creative project, this could be even public recognition for you of some sort, or just a very emotional conversation that could just like really be taking place or finally unfolding now. So, you know, all of that could be coming up this week, Cancer. So keep your eyes out for that. I already did a full deep dive into this full moon in Scorpio reading just for us Cancers. So do not miss that video if you haven't seen it. I will link it above, but it is down in the description box below. And of course, if you go back to the channel, you can find it there too, okay? But real quick, before we get into the cards, y'all, because I got to talk about this cosmic crescendo that's happening at the end of the week, okay? Because, y'all, May 18th, we got a rare and, like, I mean, super rare, super powerful trio that's happening, okay? Jupiter is going to sextile Chiron, all right, in Aries, in Gemini. So this is going to be a healing opportunity around self-worth. This is like leadership. This is finding your voice, Cancer, okay? Jupiter is going to square the true node in Pisces. So this is going to be like a turning point between what's comfortable for you and what your soul actually came here to do. Because some of y'all are, you know, and I don't mean to say it like that, like some of y'all because like I'm better than you, and no, because that's not the case. But some of us, Cancer, have been doing things just because it's comfortable, it's the norm, we feel like we're supposed to, but Spirit is saying it's time out, okay? And you have to be courageous about this, okay? The true node that's gonna semi-sextile Chiron, like all of this happening in the sky on the end of this week, y'all, it's going to be very subtle but very powerful, okay? This could bring about some insight around your soul's healing path, okay? Really, really important, y'all. If you have been doubting whether you are good enough, whether you're good enough, whether you have enough, whether you're good enough to lead, whether you're good enough to create, whether you're good enough to be seen, Cancer, this week will test not only test that, but like affirm it for you as well. So expect some moments where some old wounds could come up, but instead of running away from those wounds, Cancer, you're going to finally say, you know what? I got this. I got this. So, and I feel like definitely, Cancer, I've already been picking up on this energy. We'll talk about it in another session, in another day, because I don't want to run my mouth too much here, but definitely subscribe to my personal channel if y'all are interested. But know that the universe is watching, okay? And seeing how you're going to be responding to what's happening, Cancer. And know that your courage, like I said, the courage to like get out there and be you unapologetically will be rewarded, okay? So just keep that in mind. I done ran my mouth enough. Just real quick too, y'all, if you want to get personal, okay? If you want to get personal, now is the time. I'm offering exclusive one-on-one reading sessions, and they are only available directly through me. Do not get scammed, y'all. Don't book a reading with someone who's not me, and because I can't help you, okay? So just remember that, okay? Go directly through me. Everything I do is legit, y'all. I have a website, all that, okay? So, yeah, just side note for that. If you are, remember y'all, you can comment down below. You can comment pick me below, and you will be automatically entered for a chance to win a free personal reading this month. Or like I said, if you don't want to wait, you need your clarity right now, check the description box to book your own session, Cancer. And we can get into your story and what's going on, what's unfolding for you, okay? But my vibe tribe, let's get into these cards and see what's in store. What else Spirit has for Cancer this upcoming week. Ooh, that wanted to fall. We are itching and itching and itching closer, not only to Jupiter moving into our sign, but Cancer, our season. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited for us. Let me know if y'all are feeling the vibes too, okay? But let's get a, speaking of the vibes, let's get a look at the vibe for the upcoming week. The vibe, the aura, the theme, guiding Cancers this upcoming week. Ooh, that's too many. Thank you for clear, accurate messages for my Cancers. What's the overall energy? Uh-oh, that's a lot happening. Okay, but look, I do feel like there's going to be something that changes within your friend groups. And definitely because that card was like soul groups. I definitely feel like this could be around like soulmate, connections, relationships, friendships, okay? Something could definitely be changing or upgrading around that. Overall theme for this upcoming week for Cancers. Thank you. So we got don't compromise, Cancer, popping out. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Renewed connections is up here. That's what I'm talking about with something about your soul group or your social circle or some type of connection. I am seeing where there could be like a this is giving like, you know how they tell you be looking out for your ex to call you on during Mercury retrograde. It's giving that kind of vibe. And I feel like honestly, Cancer, it may happen for some of y'all. Not to say that it's time to go back to your ex or whatever. I ain't telling you to take them back. I ain't telling you they changed or nothing either. But I am telling you that I feel like something or some type of connection from your past that's going to be relevant in some type of way that's going to kind of ignite this realization and power within you this week that you don't need to compromise, that you do, like, you are right in setting your boundaries, okay? That Spirit is, remember, I feel like you've been finding your voice. That's what Spirit has been wanting Cancer to do, to be assertive, stand their ground, find their voice. It's giving, yeah, somebody might be blocked, okay? But here in this don't compromise, it also talks about courage. And that's what I was saying, courage. You're going to have courage to kind of move forward. We're talking about your purpose this week, Cancer. This is really serious, okay? And I feel like, too, with this renewed connection, y'all, it is the number 32 card. 3 and 2 is 5. I'm getting a lot from this, okay? Because I am feeling like something from your past or someone from your past is going to be relevant. And not to say that the past is relevant because the past is the future, but I feel like you're going to get some clarity some type of confirmation. You could even run into someone from your past, and it's like it reminds you and it shows you and it makes it painfully obvious, Cancer, that you're no longer the same. They're not gonna do it for you like they used to. It's not gonna be the same connection. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna feel the same. It's not gonna feel the same. And you may be trying to make it feel the same. I feel like this could be around your friendship. Like I said, could be like a soulmate friendship connection, soulmate relationship, whatever it is, Cancer. But with this don't compromise energy too, Cancer, I feel like this week Spirit is saying you're gonna have to stand your ground on something. Okay, you're gonna have to stand your ground when it comes to your intentions and your goals. It's like you have unwavering faith. You are not folding. You are going forward. Like nothing is going to make you compromise what it is that you desire. Okay, so I'm gonna read the additional message for this card. It's a number 20 card. 20 reduces down to 2. But so the additional message is sometimes people come into our lives and challenge our boundaries or commitments to our visions. And that's what I feel like. Yeah, a lot of this energy is a commitment to your vision and courage to like see it through no matter what. Okay, but it says your ability to stay strong in the face of such challenges is serving you well. Others may not be pleased with your decisions and convictions to your goals, but that's all right, y'all. This is given because it's funny because I literally had a dream, y'all. I literally just had the dream before I got on this reading. Because y'all, life been lifing, and I ain't been to the gym in like almost a month now, right? And like I was thinking about how I'm gonna have to go visit this friend and how I'm gonna start going to the gym at 5 in the morning. And like, like basically I'm gonna be unwavering with that. Like I'm going to the gym at 5 in the morning, whether I'm at your house, whether I'm at, whatever, what have you. But I was like, would that even work? Like it was starting to make me think like about the connection with my friend. Like, y'all, another story for another day. But I'm just saying, definitely confirmation around that, Cancer. Like it's like you're gonna have to stand your ground no matter what. And so it could definitely kind of show you some things where you're not needing to settle, or you're not needing to compromise, and you're needing to kind of stand your ground. Okay, so it says your guardian angels are patting you on the back and applauding you for your strength, your courage. This isn't something that's just easy and it just comes natural. This is a big deal. It's gonna take courage, like I said. Okay, wearing the color orange or red this week would be a good idea, y'all. Orange energy really encourages like healthy boundaries and thriving relationships. The color red allows us to perceive the energy exchange with others. So those could be two really activating colors for you. But there's definitely, I feel like too, how it's like, and you see how the two, like I said, 2 and the card is like 20 and it reduces down to 2. But I feel like, how sometimes when God is like about to bless you with what you're asked for, sometimes like the enemy can come in and try to like trick you with what you think that you want. And it's like, because you may not have the faith that you can have it all, right? And so you're like, well, this looks like it, maybe it's not, maybe I couldn't have it all, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this. And it's like you're getting tricked out of your destiny. You're getting tricked out of your soul purpose. So be careful of that this week, Cancer. That's why Spirit is saying don't compromise. Like you are very convicted about something. You have an emotional conviction about whatever it is, whatever your answer is, whatever you believe, whatever. It's like Spirit is saying stand on it. Okay, do not back down. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they feel. This could be a week where you find yourself like, I'm seeing like virality by something that you say on social media or something. It could be an unpopular opinion, Cancer, so just be mindful of that. But like I said, and like Spirit says, stand your ground. Okay, so let's actually look at the potential challenge that Cancer may face. Look, 10 of Swords is showing up. Two of Pentacles is here at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like in this two of coins, I'm seeing some contemplation, but I'm also seeing like that's what I'm seeing where you're having to kind of like juggle some things here too in the 2 of coins. But this 10 of Swords, this is what I'm talking about. There is something that ended, or there's something from the past trying to come back and be relevant in some type of way. Because this is a 10, it reduces down to the 1. So it's a new beginning. So I do feel like there is some type of I do feel like there is some type of bittersweet ending that you're going to have to experience or feel this week, Cancer. But Spirit is saying do not waver. You know what I'm also seeing too? I just heard that story, or I got that vibe for the story in the Bible. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the lady, but she turned back after God told her not to turn back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. I know, if you know, you know. That's what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, do not turn back. Do not turn back. It's like you could be like half, and I'm not even gonna say halfway, because you're like right there. You're right there getting ready to walk onto this new land, and it's like you could be feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna reach the new land, so let me just go ahead and turn back, because like, you know, let me go back to where it's comfortable, to where I'm not scary, to where I know. And Spirit is saying no, like say no to it. I'm almost certain, y'all gonna have to come back and tell me who it was from your past that tried to come back in. And like I said, I don't feel like, and I'm not trying to say they're coming back in and like you need to hear them out or whatever, but I do feel like it's a rhyme or a reason. They're not just coming back around, or they're not just becoming relevant in your mind for no reason, Cancer. They're becoming relevant in your mind to show you where you have built your boundaries, where your boundaries were maybe weak, where you're needing to like construct new boundaries and assert yourself, Cancer. And I feel like also too, it's going to be a glaring reminder of how much you have changed, how much you're evolving, and how much the old just ain't gonna do it for you no more, okay? But I do feel like in someone's case, you know, like I said, it's going to be different for everyone, but in someone's case, this past energy, yeah, you're going to have to, and that's why I see this Two of Pentacles here too, the Two of Coins, because some of you could kind of be in this energy where I'm feeling like it is kind of like a going back and forth, like, well, it is comfortable, like something about it seems like a little different, like it might be, and then, you know, and you're going to have to go case by case. You're going to have to trust your intuition, because I can't just give you an overall energy read for everybody and tell you exactly what's going to happen for you, but I can say that some people are going to decide that it's time to go. It's going to be some type of whoever this person is from the past. They could even be reminding you of like who you were when they knew you or something. They could be reminding you of something that you used to do, something that you were good at. It could bring it back to your remembrance and jog something that is necessary, Cancer. So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like this is a whole love thing and oh my gosh, they want you back. So don't get in my comments whining, okay? Because I'm not telling you again that you got to take whoever this person is back. Like I said, it don't even have to be romantic. It could very well be friendship. It could even be, some of you might even see your kindergarten teacher, where it's like they could become relevant in some type of way, and it reminds you of who you were back then, of dreams that you had back then, closer towards your soul purpose and fulfillment, okay? But that's why, yeah, they might be telling you too, like, yeah, Cancer, you changed, because it used to be like, this could be someone that you've had a revolving thing with, and they feel like they can just come back, or, you know, and that Cancer's always going to be there. But it ain't giving that no more. Let's see. What does Cancer need to know about this upcoming week? How does Cancer navigate this challenge, this Ten of Swords? Put a fork in it, it's done. That's what I'm hearing in this Ten of Swords. So with the Four of Cups coming out too, I am seeing, see, there is something where it's like ignoring. I feel like, okay, there is something you may have to ignore, Cancer. And also, like, with any invitation that you get this week, I'm not saying this to be afraid to say this, to be afraid of getting some type of invitation, but any type of invitation that you get, you should be doing this honestly anyway. But you need to, like, run it through your spirit, like, you know, discern, like, how do I feel about this? Like, when I was invited, how did I feel about this? Now that it's time to go, how do I feel about this? Because the body be telling, and I feel like you might be ignoring it or missing it, because the body speaks and it's subtle, but it be telling, okay? The feminine energy is definitely showing up, Cancer. Feminine energy. So it's kind of in this space of like receiving. I also feel like too, your mind may be kind of overactive this week, so just be mindful of that. Let me clarify this Four of Cups. Because, okay, the Five of Pentacles is popping out. Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, there is something where I feel like there is some type of something that you're going to have to reject, Cancer, or something. Let me tell you, something may reject you this week, okay? So it could go either way, but I'm telling you, what do they say? God's rejection is protection. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's like, do not compromise, because it's giving, you know how I be seeing these little clips on like YouTube or sometimes where they be like, do you want to take $10 or do you want to double it and take it to the next person or whatever? Or it's like, you know, a game where you can take this or you can like splurge for something better. You can like, you know, that's what's happening. And it's like, you may be so thirsty, like, and I'm not saying that to be shady, but it's like you may be so ready to like, you know, feel what it is that you're like willing to settle a little bit or compromise. It's like, no, Cancer, you can have it all. And I feel like, yeah, there is going to be something that you have to reject, or something that rejects you this week that is for your best interest. Like, it is in your, I swear to you, it's in your best interest that this person or whatever, you reject it or it rejects you, whatever the situation, because it's not what's going to keep you. It's not what's going to make you happy. Okay? It's not going to be what makes you happy. And like I said, this does not have to be a love, like a love romantic relationship. This could very much be a platonic like friendship. I'm definitely seeing that. There could be something like with a best friend going on with, like, y'all let me know what's going on with y'all friends. Okay? Am I the only Cancer going through it with a friends? And I don't mean that in like a bad way, but like, yeah. Anyway, it's just like the dynamics of your friendship could be changing, and it's not like a bad, that's what I'm saying. It could be very much bittersweet. But let's look and see what's going on in the love department. What's the energy surrounding Cancer's love life this upcoming week, Spirit? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships this upcoming week of May? So we got codependency that's showing up. See, I feel like someone, whoever this person, this past energy is for somebody, it could be tied to like you have children with them. Something about the connection. It's like there's some type of responsibility that keeps you all there. So be mindful of that. But also too, in this codependency energy, Cancer, I'm feeling like there's something that in this Ten of Swords too, it's like something that you need to put an end to. Okay? The card says addictions are affecting your romantic life. There could definitely be someone, it could be you or the other person. There could be some type of addiction that's getting in the way. And I don't mean just like a drug addiction or whatever. There could be something that like you could even just be addicted to chaos. There's something, or the other person, and there's something that's getting in the way. It's getting a little childish too, but that's why I said, Cancer, it almost feels like, I don't know who this is for, but you could be with a person or be connected. I don't know what your status like all the way together is, but it's giving, Cancer, you're giving very mother energy, very mature, very feminine, divine feminine, but it feels like this person is childish or immature or something. It's like you could be very annoyed with that. And it's like, you know, don't compromise on that either. You know, you want to get at least what you give, Cancer. That's at minimum. I only accept from people what I give them. Like, if they want to give me more, great. I love that. But I will only accept what I give to people. So if they can't meet me there, then we don't have nothing. You know what I mean? And see, that's what I'm saying. Look, as we said, that unrequited love, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, Cancer. I feel like this is definitely your energy where it's like you're trying to retreat from this person. Or you could even be single, Cancer, and be feeling kind of like love is a big responsibility. You could be, you know, feeling some of this energy from a past connection that's coming up. So, yeah. Let me pull one more. What's going on with Cancer's love life, love and relationship life this week? But there is something, yeah, okay, heart-to-heart conversations is popping out. And so that's what I feel like. There's definitely going to be some type of conversation. I feel like it could definitely be around money or where you feel like you have some type of responsibility. That's definitely been showing up. That showed up kind of like last week. It showed up when I was talking about the full moon in Scorpio. So y'all, if you haven't had this conversation yet, Don't think that it has escaped you, because I do feel like, yeah, you could be having some really interesting discussions about like resources, finances, or whatever, when it comes to partnerships, or whatever. But also too, I feel like with this heart-to-heart conversation, there could be something, Cancer, that you have been holding on to. I'm getting that throat chakra. It's like you need to speak up and say something. And it could be you trying to reject someone, but it's like, Cancer, you care so much that you're trying not to hurt them, but you're sitting there hurting, trying not to hurt them. Time out for that, Cancer. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, there's this energy of not settling, okay? Not settling. Let's see what's going on in money and career. You better say what's on your mind, Cancer. What's going on in money and career for Cancer this upcoming week, Spirit? So we got patience that's popping out. The office is still showing up because it tried to come out before I called it. But Spirit is saying, remember that divine timing is at hand, y'all. There's a divine time for everything. And I know that we have a plan and we have timing, and even the world pushes time on us. Time is really an illusion, okay? Due dates and all of that are illusions, okay? I know you can't call up the power company and say that due date on the bill is an illusion, but it is. It is. But I do definitely feel like this energy of patience, like Spirit is saying, I feel like you need to be patient with yourself, but also be patient with how things are changing around you and in your mind, about your career and how you're moving forward, okay? Spirit is also calling you to have faith, okay? You're being shown the way, and Spirit is asking you to have faith. And also, because, yeah, I'm feeling like the patience, like, it's feeling like you get rejected from something. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you, Cancer. Or you may have already experienced this rejection, and it could be, like, coming back around to kind of, like, especially, you know, the moon. We have a full moon this week. Stuff comes up, you know, that you thought was done and over with. Yeah, some stuff could come up and it could be kind of hard to deal with as far as emotionally, but Cancer, Spirit is saying, kind of have patience on yourself. Know that the best has yet to come, okay? If you feel tired or out of balance, the universe is forcing you to rest, asking you to rest, Cancer. That could be why you're being rejected too. Okay, because Spirit is saying, lay down somewhere, relax, okay? And it's not even just about going to sleep. It's about putting your mind at rest, okay? Right now, you may be feeling like your money is slow, or you're a little unsatisfied with your finances or something. There could definitely have been something that changed in your finances in a way that, you know, makes you concerned, Cancer. But Spirit is saying, just wait, just wait. I'm telling you, just wait, y'all. Just wait, okay? Because I feel like, honestly, there's a lesson in learning to manage your time and your money better or more wisely, Cancer. I feel like there's a lesson in that. So be mindful of that. But also, yeah, I definitely feel the emotion showing up around work this week. So just really be patient with yourself. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull one more. So we got designer that's popping out. Okay, you're being called to tune into your individuality, Cancer, and express yourself. I'm getting this vibe. So I really hope I'm not offensive when I say this or whatever, but I'm getting the vibe. Someone could be like, maybe you haven't like fully come out, because it's giving it. Yeah, I don't know. It's giving kind of touchy with that. I don't know if you fully what the situation is there, but Spirit is saying, like, yeah, be who you are. Be who you are unapologetically. Show up in your bold colors, in the outfit that you want to wear. Do what makes you feel good. I don't care if it's against the norm. I don't care if people look whatever. I don't care. It's like you stand out, and Spirit is saying, do not back down on who you are, okay? Your creativity, whatever you're putting out there, whatever you are creatively producing, Cancer, put it out there. You've definitely been designing something, okay? Whether it's a business, you could be designing a business, whether it's clothes, whether it's whatever. You've been creating and crafting something. That's where that feminine energy is popping up too, because that feminine energy creates, births, okay? Spirit is saying, get creative and use that same creativity with your finances too, okay? Because when you do that, when you dive into, it says even discover a new talent, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. This courage to move towards your soul purpose. Okay. This past energy, this past person could definitely be coming to remind you of some type of talent that you had. It could, like, I just feel like however the past is relevant this week, it's going to be in a very beneficial way. It's not in a way to say that you are stuck in the past, or it's not in a way to say that you need to take that ex back or whatever, Cancer. It's to say, like, it's really going to be the confirmation or like the sign that you need. Like, yeah, I don't want this anymore, and better is right here for me. You know what I mean? So let me pull, I'm just going to pull a couple cards and see what else is relevant for. Oh, no. Y'all, okay, because I had got thrown off when I saw, look, I saw hidden enemy, and then deception is falling out here. Y'all know with the full moon, things could be coming out. So just be mindful of that, because, yeah, it could be that some type of secret is exposed, Cancer, and you have to reject it, or it's like you can't run away from whatever this secret is. And it could definitely end in some things for you if you're dealing with a fellow water sign. Especially Scorpio, things could be interesting in your connections, so just be looking out for that. Okay, but let's see what else is relevant for Cancer this week. So we got King of Fire, also fire sign energy. So this represents the masculine energy, could be an astrological fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, someone that's very dominant, someone that displays traits of passion, intensity, creativity, okay? Love for community and leadership. I feel like this is also to the energy that you're needing to embody this week, Cancer. Being fiercely protective, okay? It's like standing up for whatever that cause is, you know, and you're not compromising. You're not backing down. It's like, this is what I believe in. I don't care who doesn't like it. The King of Fire brings transformation, transmutation, and daring. It's daring, dynamic, and enthusiastic. This is definitely the energy that you're having to embody this week, okay? I'm going to pull one more. What else is relevant for Cancer? Creative energy is like on fire, okay? On fire. And see, companion is showing up here at the bottom of the deck. So I am feeling like there's another relevant energy. It's definitely creating that yin and yang with the masculine energy showing up here too. And then look, coherence. Like attracts likes. Like attracts like. You are becoming coherent in the vibrations of others emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. You are sharing the vibrations of others. Be selective who you allow in your spirit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're going to have to reject some things, some people. You're going to have to be extremely picky, selective, okay? Protect yourself from toxicity. Cut it off. That codependency, cut it off. Thoughts and emotions can bleed through. We are all interconnected and energy is shared. So you want to be mindful, because definitely, yeah, with your whoever you are in companionship with. And again, this goes beyond just a romantic partner, y'all, okay? This could be someone that you know on the internet, yeah, whatever. Like, I do feel like there's going to be some interesting conversations again this week, okay? So, let me just clarify patience here. Clarify patience for Cancer, because I know y'all, I heard like a deep sigh. Like, I'm tired of being patient. Like, I keep trying to be patient. And see, I love that. I love that bad debt showed up here in the reverse. Because one of my cards are never in the reverse. But it's like, be patient as you're coming out of this debt. Or where you're feeling like there's some type of blockage, okay? It's like, no, Spirit is saying the wheel is turning. Just be patient. It's turning slowly. It's opening slowly. But there is something, yeah, as far as you could even definitely feel rejected in regards to your finances with some type of bad debt. Or it's like, you know, money could definitely be feeling slow. But Spirit is definitely asking you to express or have faith over fear this week, okay? That's why you got to have that courage, all right? Like I said, y'all, Cancer, this week is sacred. And there's a big glow up coming, but it starts with being real about what you feel, what you want, and what you are willing and ready to let go of and release. All right. So you got to be real with yourself. The universe is shifting and you are being chosen to move forward, but will you do it? Okay. Remember, it's a full moon. Things are going to come to the surface. So trust what rises. Speak the truth, okay? Speak the truth, y'all, and say yes to your next chapter, okay? Drop a comment below with your favorite takeaway from this reading, y'all. Or you can, again, like I said, just say pick me if you want to be entered into winning that free reading, y'all. Do not forget to subscribe either. Watch that full moon and Scorpio video that I did, and check the description box below or the comment section for my booking details if you're interested, y'all. Remember, like I said, do not compromise this week. Whatever you do, stand 10 toes down on it, okay? Because you are supported. And when I say 10 toes, I mean 10 cups either way. But that's what I said. I'm gonna leave it here, y'all. I really, really hope it resonates for you. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, love you.